Hi. Sorry, there was some technical problem because of which in the previous list of items the recording was not captured. So, for the sake of understanding of you all, I am redoing it so that this time it gets captured and covers the entire set of things that we are looking to do. So again, what I will do is I will go and change the order and try and push the billing, and through the billing ensure that there is a COPA flow that is happening. That is the number one thing. Number two, we will go and do the FI postings to ensure that the FI entry is getting hit to the COPA. That is number two. Number three, then we will try and check the scenario of a sales order, of a order or project settlement to COPA. And last but not the least, we'll go through the planning part and the reporting part of COPA to end it up. So let me quickly now go through the billing part, and in order to do so, let me first take a order. So I am going to VS02, back to the same favorite order of ours. I changed the order earlier from 1 to 2, and now I'm looking to change, 1 to 3 I changed it last time, and now I'm looking to change it from 3 to 5, so that we can have a billing of 120 euros additional, which will be trying to flow to the COPA. Sounds good. Here we go. I saved it. Great. So the order has been saved. Now let us go to VA03. Let me change it. Come on, /n VA03. Let me change it better off. Go inside, and now I'm going to do the billing for this differential quantity. So see, the differential quantity that has come is of 2 with net value of 120, and if I want to check the further details in terms of other pricing conditions, I can do so over here. So if you see, the 120 was the value. There was a discount of 4.28. There was a cost which is 45 that has come as VVRS. So we must have assigned VVRS. We must have assigned the cash discount, and we must have assigned the normal revenue figures in the system, which all will flow to the COPA. So let's get back and save it. The moment I save this entry, for sure there would be accounting, COPA, controlling, there will be multiple impacts or other postings, including the profit center postings. Just to ensure all of this, let us go to billing, display, and let us go to the accounting part, and see there are so many entries that has happened. Let us first go to the accounting entry. So as you can see, there is a posting that has taken place considering the accounts. and on that lines the revenue has been posted, the taxes have been posted as a credit item against the customer, because a credit memo kind of a thing. Double click on the sales and you will see again the profitability segment indicator with a green button, which means that the data has flown to COPA. But obviously since we have already seen that there is a profitability analysis document that has been posted separately, we don't require it to see it from here. We will see it directly from the set itself. So this is the document 62156. Let us double click on that. Here we go. So the data has automatically populated in the form of customers, products, companies, plants, sales, org, etc. Since a part of automated characteristics. In the value field, similarly, if you notice the quantity, the revenue, the cost of goods sold, we were talking about all these items and they have been populated. These data of accrued freight, dispatch, packaging and all has been populated from the bifurcation that we must have done in the configuration for identifying the retail cost. So all these data from the billing has been picked up and has been posted and flown to COPA. Rest of the two are of not much use, which gives details about when, how and what created and etc. The most two important thing is these two data. And remember, for each and every posting that happens from COPA, that happens to COPA rather, is creating or generating a COPA document. The way it is creating or generating sales documents, accounting documents, controlling documents, similarly it needs to generate a COPA document. So far so good. We have done a cycle for complete cycle for sales that covers our posting flow from order to COPA and posting flow from our sales invoice, that is billing, to COPA. Now again, not to mention that there are too many scenarios from which data can flow. We will run through two more important scenarios and we will understand few more important things also in between, which I have not addressed at the time of configurations, because those are something which if I would have tried addressing at the time of configurations, you might have not understood it. So it's right time over here to address them. First thing is, let us go to KE24 and let us talk about the record type. So what are the record types? You remember when we were designing, or rather doing the configuration setups for COPA, we were pretty much clear on the fact that the setups would happen, or the setups would take place based on the different kinds of posting flows that are happening. May it be from sales, may it be from FI, may it be from orders, projects, etc, etc. As a result, for each of these cases, SAP has given a segregation in the form of records type. What is the advantage of it? The advantage of it is that it gives a better identification that the particular data in COPA is coming from where, and with the kind of identification through record type, access by a user becomes a quite easy job, because obviously if I need to search against a billing data, what are the billing data that has flown to COPA, I will straight away go for F instead of going for any other ones. So it becomes pretty convenient for individual to identify things. And this is why the record types are very important. We have done so far two important record types, which is A and F. Now we will go through two more important ones, which are B and C. Probably we will take first B and try and see a scenario of C, because again both B and C are also relevant for our COPA. So let's go to the B, which is direct FI postings. So say I am doing an normal FI posting through FB01. I'm taking a discount GL, say a profit center, say a business area, and the moment I am feeding this data, automatically the profit segment has turned to green, indicating it's available for entry. Let us go inside it and feed up certain data. Let me put customer, probably a sales org. That's all. I mean, again, it can be, these data can be placed based on the needs and requirements. It's more to do with what kind of setups that you are looking for, what kind of information that you are punching, and what kind of data you are eyeing from a COPA perspective. Since I am right now just doing a sample reflection of the things to you, I'm moving ahead with two, but in a different real-time scenarios, you might have to punch in all the relevant datas or create a derivation flow, as I was doing at the time of configurations, if you recall, the derived characteristics and all. So create those derivation flows and derive the data for yourself. Continue. Let me put one of the customers into a jar, and here you go, it's ready for posting, clearing discounts to crystal clear as a party. But the first question is, how come for this particular GL the profitability segment is active? The profitability segment is active for this particular GL because the settings for the same has been done in OKB9. Now what is this OKB9? Let's go and check. OKB9 is a transaction code which takes us to the default account assignment. If you notice, yeah, here it is, for 1000 with cost element 800099, you have a tick over here for profitability segment to default it. So that's why it allows the posting for profitability segment. If the items are not ticked for profitability segment over here, those line items will not give a green indicator to feed in COPA related informations, or like will not even flow to the profitability analysis area. So this setup is important more from FI direct posting perspective, and is to be done whenever you need any flow directly from FI to COPA. Let's get back to the, let me close this even. Let's get back to the this was the posting. So now let's get back to the posting and try and save it. So the accounting posting is done. Let's display it. and for sure with this accounting posting there should be a COPA posting. Let us go try and go to the COPA part. We will go through relationship browser. Let us see. We need to wait till the time the system compiles. Often it takes too much of time on compilation, so let's just wait for it so that we can see the COPA document. If in case it takes too much of a time, probably I will go through KE24 and will show you the data from KE24. If you remember, KE24 is a list of actual postings. It is like a FB03, which is the list of actual posting that is flowing to COPA. Let me try and see in the meantime the KE24 for you. Basically that would be faster. Nothing else is the reason. Let me put B, which is a direct FI posting, just to ensure. Yeah, date created, let me put 09/02/2015. Here you go, there are certain postings that have happened on that date, and okay, and the posting would be in two different currencies, and I believe it should be of 100. Yes, see, so actual sales reduction is coming as 100, and it's flowing to COPA. Just to ensure this is the entry that we are talking about, let's go to its accounting document. Okay, anyways, it has generated it, and this is the profitability analysis document in the tree, which we are actually also seeing 16001. so if you see the document number, it's matching and the generation is done. So luckily we got it at both the places, so you can see the correlation also, which is fantastic part, and the data is flowing from here to COPA. So we have completed now sales, we have completed now FI direct postings, and we will go to now project or production postings. Let me take a case first on real-time basis that I have already posted in past to help you out in this regard. Let me take a C and execute it for you first. Let me go to the recent ones. Must be a variance. Yes, so there are variants that are getting posted. So as the case is, let us first scrutinize this particular document itself. So instead of taking the, let us go to the relationship browser. So as you see, this is a settlement document for which there is a COPA posting that has happened, and the settlement document is of an order. Now the order can be anything. The order can be an internal order, the order can be a production order, but the process of settlement will always result in COPA postings, provided I have done the customization of the allocation structure from order to COPA. Yes, so it's an order, and the order is, it's a production order, so that's a good part. Let me just open this production order. PO03. Again, system is taking a bit of time, but we can't help. We need to give it to the system. As for everything, there is no shortcuts. So we will take this order and try and see. Yep, so finally we got the order open, and we will quickly go and see what is there in the cost. Important thing is 10 quantity has completely been delivered, so for sure the variance, which is the difference between the actuals and the standard estimated cost, is being posted at the time of settlement, and which has been flown to COPA. Now this variance is important because if you recall, we are flowing the cost of goods sold to COPA, which is at a standard cost. So the variance which will be flowing from the production order will change, or rather update the standard cost with the variance part, and then we will get the actual inventory value, or rather actual value addition cost, instead of getting a estimated value cost. Again, the variance which flows might flow in different categories or sets, as what has defined the variance in product costing. It's out and out part of product costing, nothing to do with COPA, but still, just for your information, I'm rendering it out like the input output variance, or for that case the price variance or quantity variance, the lot size variance. There can be multiple types of variance based on different setups that we are doing in product costing, and based on those setups, data is flowing from data for the variance is rather flowing from here to COPA. If you see the cost, yes, if you see the cost, it's 0, and 0 because of a major reason that there is a settlement entry that has been posted for 160. So this is what has resulted in COPA flow. Let us go to the settlement part. This is the settlement entry. Let us go to the same in more details, and we will reach to the COPA flow. Yes, click on accounting, and you will get the accounting document, profitability analysis document, all the documents you will get. So here you go, accounting, and let us first see the accounting document. Let me even vice versa check from here whether the accounting document is matching or not. 3290, it's matching completely. So this is the document that we are talking about. Yes, this is the document that we are talking about, for which there is a settlement that has happened. Parallelly, let us open this. Yep. So the variance is 1. Okay, there are multiple different variants which is flowing. Let us see. So the variance is 160.65, which is clubbed of different kinds of variance. 0.0 to 11.5, so 11 and 37 comes to around 50, 150, and the exchange rate obviously doing the needful because the posting is in, yes, probably now it would be better, 127 and 48. So that comes to 127 and 48 comes to around 175. 175 minus 15 comes to around 160. So the figure is now matching with the figure of 160, which is the case that has been posted. So we have done the production order part, we have done the direct FI, we have done the sales portions, and all the flows I have shown how it goes through. Now quickly a bit of planning. So for sure, let's go to accounting, controlling, profitability analysis, and we will open some planning data. Let me take the COPA planning part. Let me take you first to something where some planning has already been done, so that you don't get to feel the problem. Let me go to the display line item itself and let me change the version. Probably this will help. Let me see from the list of records if there are certain data that has been posted in different version. If not, then we will get back and probably I will make you understand how the planning is happening via transaction also. So here you go, we have now list of too much of records and I'm looking for version. Plan an actual indicator. So if I filter it, will I get anything besides 0? No. So there is no planning done so far. Let me go and do it. Probably I have missed out or forgot to do the planning part, so let me go and do a bit of planning. Why I'm going to the integrated planning, I also don't know. Added planning data. Let me take the LIS planning and then okay, give me a moment. So yes, we can create the planning data from here itself, like put the period as say 02, select the record type the way you want. Yeah, because C is from settlement, probably it will allow you to do for B, and you can create the postings directly from here. While creating it, you can mention the planning. This is that is basically the plan indicator of 1 or 2 or 3, whatever version I maintain for plan. So one is this way of doing it, another is, let me take you to that part, current settings, planning aids, I think I'm missing it. Yes, so another way of doing it, to upload it from Excel. If you have an Excel file, you need to keep the format in sync, and then you can upload it over here from Excel. That is one way of planning. Do remember, when you're doing it, it should be in sync with the one of the structure that you have created over here for planning, because if it is not in sync with that, probably you won't be able to use it. Okay. These are all reports which we're gonna see after some time. Okay, let's go straight up to the report part. KE30. People who are not aware of report painters and report writers won't be able to use the COPA reports. I will give you a glimpse and understanding, but you should be good and rather very sound enough with report painters and report writers for this. Like, I created this particular plan versus comparison, which I think I should show you, or let me see if there is some better thing that I can show you. Just give me a moment. Let me see what this one. I did a mistake. I should have gone for contribution margin. So basically there are too many reports that one we can create. I'm thinking about one of the reports which will, best suitingly help you out in understanding, but that's okay. Let me at least open one of the reports. Let me again go to K30. So this is how the report will get executed. These are the selection criteria which you can mention depending upon what kind of selections you have. If you don't want to put up any selection criteria, remove them all. Nobody is that much bothered. Only the mandatories needs to be filled in. You execute them out, so if you can see data in the form of net revenue, internal sales commission, variance, fixed cost of goods manufactured, material overhead is coming, which is the actual data, and what is the contribution margin related to it. All these are coming. Now the important thing is this is one of the report that has been created. Now like this there can be several reports, and all of these reports are flowing from your COPA. So you can create your own reports. You can have your own analysis. Like, let me open for just you this kind of a report where you have data in the form of different divisions, whereby you are showing your plans, your actuals, your variance. So it's like once you have those sets of data in COPA, use them and create all your reports. It's all in your hand how you want to create them, how you want to mold them and show the data to your management. It's all in your hands. Technically there is no data over here. Might be the report painter was not updated. Basically I'm trying to show you different kinds of reports so that it gives you an idea on how the reports do look like, so that you can gaze out how to create them. One of these reports, which is end-to-end report, like what is the quantity, what is the revenue, what are the cost, then the contribution margin, then the cost. So precise reports till end to end. Now how this has been created is a big question. Let us go and spend a bit of time intentionally on how it has been created, because If you don't do so, it might create a problem for you. So let me just change. Let me go to the change mode. This is like I have taken the relevant characteristics to create the selection screen. Okay, this is the first thing. I have a form which I have created for it that I assign to the report. Let us go and see the form, because that is the most important part. I have taken one of the best report for you, so that you can understand how the same gets created and use it as a criteria to create it. So this is the report painter which we are going to design. Just a head, mention the head and nothing else. You are done with these are just the two heads. Over here, while mentioning the head, we have taken the indicator as 0, because all the data that is flowing is of actuals. Now one by one you are selecting the value fields that is flowing and pushing it to these heads. See, again the value field. So for each of this line item, there is no change that I am doing. I am just pushing the value fields, which is how this is getting prepared. See, again the value fields, then the variable cost is nothing but the summation of the ever value fields, which is 1 2 3 4 5 1 2 3 4 5. Got it? So this is how the complete set can be prepared and can be used. And again, one glimpse, you are aware of your contribution margin, you are aware of your sales cost, place it to management, place it to anyone, and your COPA reporting is giving you a very sound data. So here you go. I know that after the complete session of COPA also you will be having a lot of doubts and queries, but since our mode of work is like this, that it's a one-way traffic. I explain it to you and you have to gain it from this. So I cannot take up your queries. Wish I could. Probably rerun and go through the sessions as much as possible. It will give you a very sound and good understanding, and I hope it will be effective and worthy for you. One very important thing and all these is that and I must have told it in the past that COPA is for summarized snapshot reporting, so it's not for detailed reporting, so financial statement. So use it precisely to that level and use it to the best of your caliber. Do remember, COPA is not a easy thing because it doesn't work by its own. It needs the help of all the other modules, and it's a heavy chunk. Like, in order to just reflect this particular situation to you, it was an effort that was of 2 to 3 months to me to do the entire setups and then to reach to over here. So do remember this point also from your end. And what else? I mean, rest is what I can say is all the best, and hope that you have gained out of these sessions and it will help you in your future. Thanks guys. It's me signing off from COPA sessions. It's Ravi Gupta. It was pleasure doing these sessions with you, and hope it was worthy for you. Thank you. Hi friends, we have so far covered all the customizations with regard to COPA, and it's time that we go ahead and understand pertaining to the processes, that how we are going to do the user end processes, and based on the user end processes how the data will flow to COPA. So we will go with the things one by one, the way we did the configurations step by step. The first configuration was involved with incoming orders, which was the sales orders, or the normal billings. So we will go and see while creating the billings or while creating the incoming sales orders, how does it affect or update the COPA documents. Do understand that the COPA documents that will get updated would be same, might that get updated from any other place, that is even if it gets updated from production module, or it gets updated from finance module, or it gets updated from project systems during settlement. On each and every occasion, the important thing is that ultimately the final entry will have the same impact as being discussed right now. Now, to begin up, we are going to take up a scenario of posting the data to COPA while creating a sales order. So I don't have to take you through the process of creation of sales order since it's a complete SD module. What I have done is I have taken a sample case whereby there is a sales order that is already created, and from there I will take you through to reach out till the stage of COPA posting. So let's go to VA03 and say this is a sales order which I am using. Let me open it in the change mode. What I would do is probably I will create a order which will be one more order against the given sales order. So let me put up this same number and copy this for ourselves. If you see now, I have copied material number 10 and 20 to 30 and 40. So these two have been created as two new line items in the given sales order. Now, for these two line items, there are certain important informations like the material information, like the condition information that carries your cost, that carries basically the material price, that has different account assignments like profit centers, business area. Important thing is, since this order is assigned to COPA, this particular option over here will be available whereby you can or you will be able to see a green indicator. So this green indicator means that there is a COPA which is working for the present line item of the sales order. If I click it, you will find the data flowing to the COPA in terms of the ones which are either defaulted or the ones which you can say are getting populated based on the entry that I am doing. These things are very important to understand, and do remember the scenario is very much a scenario where the COPA document, or rather the flow to COPA, is happening by the sales order itself. As a result, the moment I save it, system is going to create a COPA document. Let us go and see if a COPA document has been created for line number 3. I'm into the assignment field and profitability segment, and if you see, this is the data that has been created. Now let us go to a transaction which will help us to identify whether the COPA document is created or not. What we will do is we will go to the T code KE24. KE24 is for the entries that has been posted from any other module to COPA. So let us come over here. Since this record type is A, which is for sales orders, so we will put A. I will put my ID. Let me not put my ID, but more relevant, let me put the sales order number, which is this, to make the search precise and easier. So here are the documents, and if you see, this is the document that has been created on 8th of February. This is the document again that has been created on 8th of February. So these two are the line item 30 and 40. How to be sure? Check the line items 30 and 40. So for sales order 14896, line item 30 and 40, which we created fresh, has been populated in the COPA 2. Let's open the data. If you see in the value fields, the sales quantity and the cost which we were seeing for the material line item is, or rather has been populated and is reflected in the system. That ensures that the data is flowing from the created sales orders to my COPA. This is a scenario of flowing the data from sales order to COPA. Now we will take one more scenario of billing. Before going to the billing part, let me explain you few things apparently. Number one, in COPA, as or while doing those setups, it was made clear to all of you that the flow to COPA will happen from several nodes. As a result, you should understand the fact that may it be from production, may it be from internal order, may it be from projects, may it be from FI entry, may it be from sales orders or billing, the data flows from all these objects to COPA. The prerequisite for this is that you should have your complete, I repeat, you should have your complete setup available for these kind of scenarios. That means if you don't have the FI, CO, COPA and the relevant SD setups, then obviously the data cannot be pushed from SD to COPA. That means in the case of billing, or for that case while doing the sales order postings, the data cannot flow. These information which I am narrating is important because we should tend to realize that while doing these postings or while making this end-to-end cycle, there are activities or inputs that we require at an integration level, and COPA cannot work in a standalone manner. Apart from what we have seen in terms of sales order postings, we are going to further go ahead and see things like flow from billing, flow from FI, and some other flows. We are going to see the planning part, and then going to end up seeing few of the reports. Again, for your understanding and for your better views, what I have done is I have posted several many transactions in the system which is already available, created a report for you which is again already available, and I will run through the entire process of how data is flowing to COPA and impacting the entire chunk of informations in COPA, and finally molding it in the form of a report to get accessed. So let us go ahead in this regard and see what else can be done. Let me go to again K24. Let me take a case of a billing now. Again, I am taking the data from the billing side, or from the rather I want to say that I am taking a data from COPA, and then will take you in a reverse manner that how it has come or how it has been posted. Let me take this particular case. So this is one of the billing that has been done. Let me go to its hierarchy to start and make you understand better. So the first one was in terms of order, which was 6000136. This order was basically to raise, you can say, certain form of memo cost. It was more of a credit memo request, but it doesn't matter. It may be a credit memo request or a order, sales order, but the process for all of them remains the same. So since the previous scenario I took a normal case of a material, right now I am taking a case of a credit memo request. So again, let me change this and probably try and create one more line item for you, so that it becomes easier for you to even correlate. Let me try and change the quantity in this case. Probably this will help. Done. Now again, let us go back. think I'm going back to the sales order. Yes, now I'm selecting it and going for billing.